Road Dogg, the DOGG, was at the Busted Open WrestleMania party, and apparently he opened up about why he left WWE. So we have a good little soundbite here.
Did any of you watch
Yes.
whatever?
Yes, we did.
No.
Yeah. Well, I know you're not a fan of the show. I'm old, so I'm not a fan of it either. It's a little behind the scenes, but I mean, I feel like I don't need to tell you what happened. I feel like if you watch that show, you saw what happened, and so here I sit with you tonight, and I'm happy, man, because of it. I have friends there that are still going to be there. I have gripes. I do have gripes, but in saying that, it even sounds to say, like, oh, you're just going to gripe about some stuff then? Like, why? What? Some of the people there are still my friends. I feel like I was done a little wrong, and I feel like I was receiving a paycheck, and I didn't have any purpose. I was making $1, but I wasn't making any decisions. You know what I mean? I think I can make a difference somewhere where maybe I don't make as many dollars. And in this phase of my life, that's what I'm thinking about.
JCW?
That's what I thought about. Maybe they bring him into JCW, especially saying, "Oh, I can make decisions making less money."
Yeah.
Well,
Not just a place for you.
Good. I don't think they can pay you at all. How about that? And if you watched Unreal, yeah, there's a lot of times he was button head. He would fight for some decisions, and then I guess the biggest clip was that time where he was trying to get Chelsea Green to get the title back. And this led to the whole Chelsea Green's not a main event player thing that branched off to the side, but he was advocating for her to win the title back, and it's like, well, she's beat all the mid carders, so we'd just be running that back. Like, what else can she do? And he didn't have an answer for it. I guess that was just him being silent in frustration. But there you go. He just said he was getting undermined. His decisions weren't getting out there. So we were blaming him for SmackDown sucking. And looking at SmackDown now,
It didn't get any better.
didn't get any better. So he was just the fall guy. And now there's a little bit more behind it. And I get it. Like, you're throwing ideas out there. They're just like, no, we're going to go with this idea instead. Even though you're supposed to be the head guy, because he was supposed to be the head guy.
Yeah, no kidding. That has to be frustrating. Like, you think you're given the reins for something, and then it's really just in name only.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to make you the guy. You're the manager. Oh, I'm the manager. Hey, I think we should do this. Yeah, that's a good idea, but I think we're going to go with this idea instead. And then it just keeps happening.
So then why don't you just do this?
Yeah. I thought I was supposed to be in charge here. You said I was the guy. But every time I come up with something, you're telling me no. Good for him for also just not wanting to collect the paycheck. So,
In his words. Didn't he get fired?
no, he quit.
Okay, that's right. He said he
Apparently-
was done dirty. I assume he got fired.
I think the story was like something about his like performance review. He was unhappy with it or something. That was enough for him to quit.
That's fair.
You got emotional, obviously, but yeah, if you're getting a bad review and also your shit's getting shut down,
Yeah,
But
if you don't
now
have any
you're-
control over your own destiny.
yeah, and you're
You're
getting blamed for it.
Yeah.
Like, how much can you really take there?
Well, the writing's on the wall, isn't it?
Yeah, as the old saying, that's when you adopt a dog and go home and kick it, because that's all you can do.
Who's overriding him?
I guess Triple H. I mean, from the clips though, it was a whole team, and he was just like getting outvoted.
Like the whole team would ignore him?
Well, he would have an idea, and as they went down the rabbit hole of the idea, like the whole team would disagree. But kind of the dynamic is if Triple H disagrees, then everybody else is going to disagree.
Oh, so he's like Vince now.
In a sense, it didn't sound like he was doing the ultimate decisions either. at least from what we saw on Unreal. Like, he would hear out the ideas, but he wouldn't exactly like, oh, let's do this instead. He would play it out and then give me another idea, if that makes sense. It wasn't Vince's where he's just like, I like that idea, but I got a better idea. And then, well, Vince said it, so now we got to go with it.
Sounds like Triple H isn't very creative.
There's opinions on it. I've always said he's a guy that seemingly, I don't know him, but seemingly it seems like he can take an idea and run with it, aka the bloodline, but he can't like start the idea. Also, he took NXT from Dusty Rhodes. NXT was Dusty's baby, and then Triple H came in and took over it. So yeah, he can take the ball and run with it. If you put it in a football term, he ain't gonna get you down the field. You get to the 1 yard line, then they put you in.
He's Tebow.
Uh,
He's freshman Tebow. When he would just do that jump pass shit.
Yes, the other guy's doing everything, and then Tebow comes in and does his little jump pass and gets his dick sucked for. Oh, he's the greatest